So, Josh, a few months ago, new game came out, Square Enix, Marvel's Avengers. We picked it up. We played it. You're like, it's so loud, actually, that it's peaking, and I can't hear it. The noise. There you go. Yeah, so we picked it up. We played it a lot. Not a lot. Oh, yeah, a lot, actually, for considering. We played it a lot.
At launch, we played a lot.
So, we can talk about it, and we can be critical. We did everything the game had to offer, which wasn't much.
Yep.
And now it's time to talk about how much money the game made, because it's been a couple months and the reports have come in, Josh.
Yep.
It's being reported that Square Enix has lost over $63 million on Marvel's Avengers. What the fuck happened? How do you fuck up one of the biggest IPs, Marvel Avengers, dude? How do you fuck that up?
All I can tell you, Brett, is that Square Enix fucked around and they found out.
You're right. I think that, so let's get real. So what was wrong with Marvel's Avengers in your eyes?
What was wrong with Avengers?
Everything.
Well, first of all, when we played the beta, right? There was a lot of stuff wrong in the beta.
It was broken.
Now we both finished the beta, but it was broken. Okay, just fundamentally broken. The game ran like shit. It was like really. First of all, it was really hard to connect and like do any stuff with other players. There was a lot of issues with matchmaking. It ran like shit. I mean, even on the fucking PS4 Pro, right? Like frame rate dips well below 30, and the game just chugged through sections.
Yeah.
And then at launch, you saw the same issues. Nothing was fixed.
Nothing changed.
The game ran like shit. It was still fucking almost impossible to matchmake. The fucking systems that did the challenges were so fucking abysmal and confusing and broken. And the fucking skins and the fucking battle pass for the individual characters, nothing worked. It just didn't work. The game didn't work and was broken.
Whoa. You broke it. Whoa. What in the world?
What did you think of the campaign? Genuinely, I don't even know what you think of the campaign. I played it. I don't know what you...
The campaign was... Oh, shit. The campaign was fine. It was fine. That's it. It was okay. But that is not the draw to the game. The draw to the game was squadding up with your friends and fucking being the Avengers. But you couldn't even fucking do that for like 15 hours until you beat the campaign.
Avengers! Assemble.
2,000 years later.
You're right. I think that... So in my eyes, here's some of the things that were just unappealing. I just didn't like it. Here's some things here. It was a looter shooter. It was Destiny, but with Marvel Avengers, right? But you're not playing as your own character that you created. You're playing as one of 4, 5 Avengers. And each had their own skill tree. And each had their own abilities. And each had their own skins and all that. The actual gear that you would get as drops, like a Destiny-style equipment drop, it wasn't... Like, it didn't actually change your look of your character at all. It actually didn't matter at all. It was just a number, essentially. Essentially, they were just dropping items that were just numbers that boosted your stats.
Right. Yeah, I mean, that's accurate.
It felt pointless. I think that they didn't reward you for playing enough. You would do a long-ass fucking mission, and they would give you, like, 2 drops or something that were just stupid, pointless pieces of gear, like... Nothing mattered. I honestly felt like I was wasting my time when I played Marvel's Avengers after the story. So,
I concur with you. And
I think it was just the model of the game itself was just fundamentally flawed from the beginning. I think if they went for just a 4-player co-op, campaign and they focused on that, and there was no harm rooms and extra challenges and open world. I would have just liked it if it was just, here's a campaign. You can play through it with your friends. You can pick which character you want to play as. They each have a skill tree. You know, I would have preferred that.
I concur with you. And listen, so obviously this game is a huge IP. I mean, arguably the largest entertainment IP in the world besides Pokemon. Okay, really at this point. Okay. They spent $100 million on development and probably closer to $200 million on the game, like 170, 190 after marketing costs, distribution, and things like that. Okay.
Yep.
Now, while there's not exact NPD numbers about how many units of it they sold, okay, we have a quote here from the company, and they said they would not say how many units they sold, but the volumes were 60% of the original plan.
Yeah.
For the amount of units that they were going to sell. 60%.
It's sad.
That's a D. It's a D. D minus. You failed. Okay? You failed.
It makes
and
me
why
sad.
Did you fail? It doesn't make me sad because it had so much potential, right? But instead, what you see is yet again another company rush a game out that is broken. The game is broken, and you fucked around and you found out what consumers thought of it. Your game was broken. It got reviewed very negatively because of it being broken. Okay, and you had your player base go from this to literally gone. And now you say, this is them, Square Enix, saying that they're still confident, right? That if they put the time in and make the game better, and they increase the value of craftsmanship, right, and add community-driven features, that it's going to reinvigorate the game. Let me tell you something. No, the fuck it's not. Your game is dead. Give up because you failed.
Leave me alone to die.
That's what's unfortunate about it, Josh, is that it is a games as a service game. So there are like benefits of that where they can continuously update the game and with free updates, and they could make the game better later on. Absolutely, they already have. They've already patched it and they've fixed a lot of the errors and the problems that we had with it. But with that came even more issues. I just think that it's what makes me more sad than anything else is the fact that there is a player base for this, regardless of how small it is, and it's a games as a service game. And just like Anthem, eventually these guys are just going to get cut off from the game. There's going to be nothing to do. It's not going to update anymore. It's like when Anthem, at the height of its, the fucking Christmas update was still live in like fucking March of the next year, June of the next year, I think. Like picture like Destiny with like the tower, but like the Christmas lights and shit are up, but they just forget to change it for months. That's what Anthem was. And I fear that that's going to happen to Marvel's Avengers, is that they're just going to give up.
It's too late. It's too late to increase your player base again. It's too late to reinvigorate it. When you have something that is broken at launch, yeah, they could get a second wind. That's right. But you almost have to do that immediately before you start have people stop playing your game, right?
Yeah.
And if you miss that small window of opportunity, you're done. I didn't play the game after the first week it came out. Haven't played it again since then. Wasted my money. Biggest waste of my money this generation. I told you that when we were playing the game. And we stopped playing. I was like, this is really, truly the only game this generation that I have significant buyer's remorse on.
Yeah, you did. I remember that.
A waste of my time and my money. A fucking mistake.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Sad.
I don't even know what to say.
Nothing. It's
The
just
game,
sad.
The game has potential, had potential. Listen, they spent so much money on marketing. Fucking Spider-Man's going to be in the game. That's not happening for like months. It's like they have two villains. Two. Abomination and fucking whatever the fuck his name is.
MODOK?
Taskmaster, dude. And MODOK.
Oh.
But you can't fight MODOK over and over. Those are the only two that are
you're
like
right.
in the game. And while MODOK was like a cool villain, he's not like a big Avengers level threat. They made him one, but that's not like a character that like people were like, yo, I can't wait to fight MODOK, dude. Like nobody fucking wanted that, and they did it, and it worked, but they didn't deliver on the big like Avengers level villains that people wanted.
They didn't deliver, period.
They didn't. And I think they have the first DLC character coming out soon, Kate Bishop, the Hawkeye clone.
Which, important to note, it will not be launched at the same time on next-gen platforms.
The update of the game.
The update.
Oh.
Characters will not be available.
Fuck does that work, dude? Isn't it crossplay?
I don't know, but they said that the actual characters is not going to be launched on next gen at the same time.
I'm getting tired talking about this shitty game.
What's up, my fellow human being? Thanks for checking out this video. Did you actually know it's part of a larger podcast called Hapticast? Check it out by clicking somewhere around my head, over here, or all over the place. Check out some of our other videos as well. And make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.